YTBC. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. Have a female subscriber. She named, of course, she wanted to remain anonymous because of the simps. I'm serious. That's what she told me. But anyway, she said, she asked me a question. She said, Coach, could you drop a video on why women's MMA they make far much more money than a woman's boxer? Okay, and this video is gonna be short because honestly and truthfully, the primary customers of women's MMA are men, casual men. Okay, casual men are the primary customers. It's not even boxing fans like myself. Okay, like really true diehard boxing fans, fight fans. We are really not the customer base for women's MMA. It's the casual male fan, and that's just the way that is. Okay, but the question she said, why do women's MMA make a lot more? Why do they do better financially than women's boxers? It's really simple. I want y'all to look at the screen, okay? Who would you rather watch on a Saturday night? And I'm talking to the men, not the simps. I'm talking about a casual male. Casual male. Okay? Who would you rather watch on a Saturday night at 7 o'clock? Would you rather look at the MMA fighter on the left, or would you rather watch the female boxer on the right? See, the casual male fan is going to say the women's MMA fighter on the left. That's what they're going to say. Not Coach Shelton Harrison. And see, I got to keep saying this for a lot of you feminists, because a lot of feminists running around here. I say, oh, Coach Shelton Harrison is being sexist. Oh, good grief. There he goes. Nope, that's not my thought. That's not my thinking. It's the thinking of the casual male fan. He's gonna watch. He's gonna want to watch the woman. He's gonna watch the woman on the right fight. That's what he's gonna want to do. Why? Because of the way she dressed. I mean, point blank, the more skin you show, the more publicity that you're going to get, the more that men are going to tune in. That's just the way that is. I mean, if you look at the woman on the right, if you're not a true boxing fan, you're not going to watch. I'll give you an example. My boy, my buddy, he's a casual fan. Very casual. We was over his house, we looking at some direct TV, and he was flipping through channels, and I said, oh, man, let's watch these two women fight boxing. He said, I ain't watching that. He said, look, man, it's the UFC on Fox. Let's watch that. And sure enough, there were two women's MMA fighters fighting. And guess what? He kept it there. I said, why you don't want to go back to the boxing match? Man, I don't want to watch that, man. Oh, man, you see how good this girl look right here? That's the first thing he said. And, I kind of got him like, yeah, okay, But to me, a boxing fan, see, I'm looking at like, God, can she slip a punch? Like, I'll watch some old Ann Wolf video. Ann Wolf can teach a clinic on how to slip a punch. Ann Wolf can tell you how to slip a punch. Like, seriously, watch old videos of Ann Wolf fights. Man, I'm telling you, right then and there, you can see why she was so good a boxer, why she was just that good. Or, if you want to know how to put pressure on somebody, look at old Christy Martin videos, how she used to put relentless pressure on people, man, in her prime. This before she got beat up by Ann Wolf. But, I mean, you can look at a lot of different female boxers, man, and they got a lot of skill set. I mean, heck, go even look at old video of old Holly Holm when she was a boxer. I mean, man, dude, the girl took the word hit and not get hit to a whole nother level. Okay? She understood the sweet science. But see, me as a boxing fan, I will appreciate that. But the casual male fan, they're not going to appreciate that. You know what the casual male fan appreciates? They appreciate skin. The more skin you show as a female in a sport, the more publicity you're going to get. Why do you think women's basketball, and I never forget this, why do you think women's basketball didn't get a lot of publicity? But when the Australian team, when they wore bodysuits, oh, man, the TV ratings? The TV ratings went through the roof. I mean, they had over 3 million people watching the Australian national team when they were in the Olympics. 3 million. People, that's a lot of people watching a women's basketball game. That's almost unheard of. They got WNBA games that, the seats, all the seats are empty. But when the Australian national team, they were playing, the seats were filled packed because the women had on bodysuit. See, I'm trying to tell y'all how this thing worked out, okay? How it works. MMA fighters, look at how they dress. They show a lot of skin. Okay, they're not like totally, butt naked, but they're showing a lot of skin. And because they show so much skin and you got these athletic bodies moving and they're clinching each other, well, the casual male fan, he's going to go for that. I'm sorry, that's just the way that is. Even on weigh-ins, how the UFC promotes their female fighters, the women are wearing underwear. They're wearing underwear and bra tops. That's what they weigh in at. So you're getting that male arousal to say, oh crap, I better tune into this. Women's boxing, they don't really do that. Like Shane Mosley, when he was promoting his fight, he had two women boxers that looked nice, and he had them in their bikinis, and they were posing. But Shane was trying to get more men to watch the fight, and I get it, and it probably did help some of his pay-per-view buys. I'm pretty sure it did. Okay, but the thing of it is though, is that when you see a female boxer, and if you're a casual male, you're not gonna really want to tune in because of the way they dress. And I gotta say this for these feminists, is not what Coach Shelton Harrison thinks. I gotta keep reiterating that. Okay, that's what the casual male boxing fan is going to think. That's gonna be what he feels. So he's going to go that route. That's what it is. I remember, I tell y'all, when I first got in coaching track and field, when I first got into the sport, the women, the uniforms, yeah, they wore uniforms, but the uniforms nowadays, they're a bit more revealing. So men tend to watch women's track and field. They'll watch it all day. When it come on TV, you can be in some kind of sports bar and the track and field is on, the bar is packed because people are looking at the women. Let's not get it twisted. They're great athletes, but that's why they're watching it, because of the way they dress. And more than half the men, I can guarantee you, they're not looking at women's MMA because they think these women are such great athletes. They're trying to look at how big their booties are. I mean, let's just be real about it. That's what they're looking at, to see how big their butt is. They're trying to look to see how big that butt is coming out of that spandex, okay? And I give you proof. I can you go to an I think Sarah McMahon fought. And Sarah McMahon got a big butt. And all you heard were the big butt comments by a lot of simps, and well, even yeah, I gotta say mostly simps, but that's what people go for. They go for it. That's what the casual male is gonna go for. They're gonna spend their money on that. Ain't no casual male gonna go to a woman's boxing match to see him wearing these baggy shorts, to wearing this baggy top, and ain't no man gonna pay for that. You know what a man gonna pay for? If they had on a bodysuit, oh, they'll be there in a minute. Oh, they'll be watching all the fights. I mean, you even take Layla Ali. Layla Ali is beautiful. But when you see her in a boxing, uniform or what she got on, you really can't see how beautiful she is. You really can't. Now, when Layla Ali, when she posed or she put on, her dress, when she dress up and she look ladylike, you can see how beautiful Layla Ali really is, okay? But not in the boxing ring. Now, MMA fighters, yeah, you can see how nice they look. Like Misha Tate, I think Misha Tate is attractive. I think she is. You know, you can see how beautiful she is in the ring. You can see how beautiful she is outside the ring. I mean, because you can see the contours, you can see the athletic body, you can see all of that, and that's what the casual male is looking for. So unfortunately, until women's boxing take a page out of women's MMA, women's boxing pretty much is going to be a dead sport. That's just the way that is. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done.